Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and today we're doing a team build with only Blue Jay cards in the show 19. As you can see here behind the plate, Danny Jansen, the current catcher of the Toronto Blue Jays, Edwin Encarnacion at first base with that big power, especially versus lefties. Roberto Alomar at second, switch hitter with that great fielding, pretty good contact and vision. Bo Bichette, one of the current stars of the Blue Jay, of course, him. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at third with that 124 power in his home run derby card. We have Kevin Biggio over there in the left, a secondary position for him. Joe Carter, World Series hero at center field. And at right field, Jose Bautista with that big power and 94 arm strength as well. For the bench, we have Josh Donaldson, Justin Smoke, Eric Sogard, which is his monthly awards card, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Tops Now card, and Derek Fisher if we need that speed, A2 speed off the bench. Rotation is going to be Aaron Sanchez, who was actually our starter in the previous team build we did for the Blue Jay. Marcus Stroman, Matt Shoemaker, who unfortunately was injured early in the year. He had a good start. Pannone and Buchholz complete the rotation. As for the bullpen, we do have Roberto Osuna, Ken Giles, his Gold Live Series version, Brett Cecil's card here, 84 overall, a great lefty gold have, and some bronzes. Now, this team is only with players that have the Blue Jay logo on them. And here we go. So we cannot use cards like Frank Thomas and Ricky Henderson. We do have Clay Buchholz on the mound. We are playing an Instagram follower, Delta Wave 298, who has that Roy Oswalt. He has a very good team, some signature series, and some also budget cards that are very good. That Jason Kendall is a great catcher. I've used him a while. Here we go, guys. Cards only with the Toronto Blue Jays logo. So we have Clay Buchholz, who does have a 5-pitch selection. I was upset to have landed on the bronze that we had in our rotation and not one of the golds or silvers. But as you can see here, Buchholz does get a strikeout early and actually had some pretty good pitches going for him with that breaking ball and fastball and cutter up. Right here we go with a breaking ball. Joe Morgan, you can see the good movement it has on that pitch. Right here, full count. We get a great block over there. Guerrero with the cannon and Vladdy Jr. with a great play over there. And that's why they called it the hot corner. Right here, Billy Williams, a big lefty power bat. We got to be careful right here trying to paint the corner up and away. As you can see, Buchholz for a bronze card did have some pretty good command for me in this game. So right here we go with a cut or a slider inside. Here Bautista cannot make the play. Billy Williams does get a double, and that will come in as a costly mistake that Bautista can't run it down. As we have here Keith Hernandez right there, next batter, hits a pitch down the line. My opponent did have some pretty good hits down the line, so that was a very good swing by Henderson over there to give him a 1-0 lead. And then Matt Carpenter is next at bat. We have 2 outs here, man on second. Unfortunately, we do get a pop-up to Bautista to end the inning, but we do give up an early lead to my opponent. Now here we are, 1-2. We have Roberto Alomar to lead us off, and he pops it up straight up right to his catcher for a quick out. That's not the way you want to start the game. Although here is a Bo Bichette, and personally he is my favorite Blue Jay of the current team. I absolutely love him. Unfortunately there we have a big breaking ball. We swing over it. We're early. That Roy Oswalt, one thing he has is a good movement, but we do get a pitch to hit right there, and Bo Bichette gets a single for our first hit of the game. Now over here in the second, we are unable to capitalize and get Bo Bichette in. We strand him on the bases, and this is just a few more examples of Buchholz's pitches. Right there, like I said earlier, my opponent was hitting very good down the lines this game. That's going to be a double, though it's a close play with that 90-plus arm strength for Joey Bats at right. My opponent does reach, and he has that Ronald Acuna Jr. home run derby card, so we got to be extremely careful with that power. We do get a good breaking ball from Clay Buchholz with another strikeout. That was a crucial out to get as well. Now, Jason Kendall here at bat, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I have used him a lot before getting 99 Rodriguez, and he is a great card. We do get him with a breaking ball there, and the common theme in this game is pitchers who rake. Right here is a good example. Roy Oswalt gets a good swing and a hit down the middle. Now, Joe Carter with a good throw home. My opponent does stay at third base. It would have been a close play if he went at home. Right here we get a Villar to swing and miss. So we do get out of a jam there with 2 men stranded. Now here is Kevin Biggio. As you can see, that's a big breaking ball. I chased that one inside. Roy Oswalt does have some good breaking pitches. And right here we go over with a cutter and the inside corner from my opponent. He flies out to Jose Bautista, who was really busy in right field early on. A lot of balls hit to him. Right here, 2 out, 1-2 count. We get a big breaking ball to Hernandez to strike him out. I was happy with the way Buchholz was pitching. And speaking of great pitching, here it is at the plate. Clay Buchholz, both me and my opponent have a hit with our pitcher. That's crazy. This game, pitchers do hit really well for some reason this year. And here we are. Next batter, Roberto Alomar. My favorite Blue Jay card. Well, one of my favorite Blue Jay cards to use with along with Josh Johnson. Hits a double. It's going to be a close play at home. And Buchholz does come in. So Alomar does get Buchholz in for an RBI double. Here's Bo Bichette. And my opponent gets me with a good fastball inside. Vladimir Guerrero is next at bat. Unfortunately, we do not do anything with Vlad. Here's Jose Bautista. Screams a ball to left field. A line out. That one was hit 1,000 miles an hour right to his guy. Here's Edwin Encarnacion hoping to get the parrot for a walk. We do roll over that one too short. And yeah, I felt bad for my opponent. That's a play that should have been made. And if that wasn't bad enough, right here, I got Joe Carter at bat. We do get a very late swing, and to be honest, those 2 hits shouldn't even have happened. I felt bad for my opponent. That should have been 2 out right there. We do have 2 men on with a runner in scoring position. Unfortunately, we have Danny Jansen, our bronze, and then Clay Buchholz trying to help his own cause once again, but we are unable to capitalize and strand 2 men on. Now here's Roy Oswalt again. I do not want to give up another base hit to the pitcher. And this one here, I wasn't sure if it was going to bleed or not. Joe Carter makes the play at center field. Just enough range to get to that ball and retire the pitcher, Roy Oswalt. Now here's going to be some more pitches from my Clay Buchholz. That one, Villar chases it way up over the zone and try to get the cutter up and in. And another breaking ball. As you can see, Roy Oswalt Clay Buchholz had very good control for me in this game. And fortunately, we do get another out. Here's where it gets interesting. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. absolutely destroys a ball to the left field corner. And I was not done yet. Jose Bautista, you're up.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And standing in the outfielder, Jose Bautista.
Back-to-back home runs on back-to-back pitches. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and Joey Bats go back-to-back. That was a big turning point in this game. Right here we have Kevin Biggio, who hits a line drive single and actually ends up being a double as his outfielder kind of misplayed the ball. So we're hitting good in this inning here. We do have Biggio at second and Edwin Encarnacion. Let's see if we can hit another bomb, but unfortunately we get frozen by a dot of a curveball right at the ball under the zone. That was a very good pitch by my opponent. Now right here I have Clay Buchholz pitching up into the 6th inning. I have keeping him in the game. My opponent does get a base hit to right. Bautista cuts it off, fortunately for us. My opponent now is at second with 1 out. We get a pop-up to Danny Jansen over behind the plate. That makes for 2 down. So I'm trying to get Buchholz as late as I can in the game. I was thinking of going to my bullpen early, but with him being a bronze, although he had pitched very well for me. Right here we get Matt Carpenter up front on a cutter, and the next pitch is going to be way up. Hopefully he can get him to chase, and he does just that. Here's Roberto Alomar with a very tough play. That diamond badge comes in clutch. Alomar makes the play over in the outfield. He ran a mile to get to that one. Right here is going to be the end of the day for Clay Buchholz. A tremendous outing from our bronze pitcher. We bring in Justin Smoke from the bench for a pinch hit. And right here, I thought I may have gone all of it. He had a good swing, but Ronald Acuna Jr. with that good 88 speed, I believe it is, tracks it down. It might be more or less because that was his home run derby card, but he still has really good speed. Now here I'm going for that bullpen arm. I do not want to face Bryce Harper with a righty. I almost put Ken Giles in the game here. I decided to play it safe, get the lefty-lefty matchup with Brett Cecil. He actually brought in Harper earlier in the game, have a lefty versus Buchholz. And now Brett Cecil, you can see here, I had a rough start with him. Bryce Harper gets a double right to the wall. And Brett Cecil has some really good pitches. He has that big knuckle curve as a primary, has a big cutter and a couple of fastballs. Definitely one of the better lefty gold pitchers to use out of the bullpen. Here he has Ronald Acuna Jr. and I missed my spot. Fortunately for us, Jensen with a big block keeps Harper over at second base. I am going for that big fastball up and away. We have Acuna to foul that off, and we are in at 1-1 here with a runner scoring position. A good cutter. That's the cutter I was talking about. A lot of movement. It was out of the zone. My opponent chased it, and right here Acuna with another foul ball. So Acuna does battle, but right here is a good pitch. Knuckle curve right at the corner. Get him to strike out on it. Now we do have to face Jason Kendall 1-2. And we do get him with a changeup, I believe that was underneath the zone. So Brett Cecil with a couple of strikeouts after giving up a leadoff double. And here's a good pitch down in the zone. Gets my opponent to pop it up to Bautista. Inning over. Brett Cecil with a good job out of the bullpen. Now my opponents bring in Mark Melancon, who is actually a card I liked. I didn't use him too much as he didn't really fit my bullpen, but he does have some good breaking stuff and a good fastball. Right here, as you can see, he throws a splitter, I believe that was just underneath the zone in the corner. We do have Roberto Alomar leading off the inning. We take a couple of pitches, 2-0 right here. I know Mark Melancon has that nasty breaking ball. He throws a cutter right in the middle. We're at 2-1, trying to get in a hitter's count here and look for something we can drive. Alomar gets a hold of one. I wasn't sure if that one was going to stay in the park or not. It ends up being a loud out warning track power for Alomar. Now here is Bo Bichette facing Mark Melancon, righty on righty. Bo Bichette, my favorite J in real life, and look at this, he gets a base hit right here off Mark Melancon. My opponent actually almost got it to a diving catch, which allows us to go to second, so Bo Bichette makes a double out of a single. Here's Vladdy Guerrero Jr. I am looking to get another bomb with him. We do line out to second. That ball was absolutely destroyed. Unfortunately, right to his second baseman. That would have been an RBI for sure. Here's Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. One of my favorite cards I've used all year, to be honest. His good fielding. He has decent fielding with great arm strength as well to throw out players at third or home. And he has that great power. Right here, Mark Melancon and Bautista are in a battle. I foul off a few pitches. I was late on that fastball as well. And right here, I hit a ball pretty hard. Unfortunately, got underneath it. And it's a fly out to center. Now here's one of my favorite parts of the game, guys. Just sit back and enjoy this dominance by Brett Cecil.
Stepping in, Jonathan Villa. He went down on strikes last time up. That's in there. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's the first pitch to him. You're well behind that. A swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve. They're digging in now. Billy Williams. First 2 men in the inning, if both gone, can fare any better.
All right, guys. So if you guys have been keeping count, that's 8 pitches, 8 strikes, 1 away, and there it is, an immaculate inning for Brett Cecil. 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 straight strikeouts. So we bring in Roberto Osuna here in the 9th inning to close it off. This is his Diamond Blue Jay card. Osuna, one of my favorite relievers to use all year. He has that disgusting slurve with good velocity on the fastball. He has that cutter as well. Right here, Hernandez gets a late hit. Fortunately for us, it barely lands foul. Almost got it with Kevin Biggio over there in left. We do get Hernandez to hit it to Bo Bichette with a great play at short. That was a tough play. It wasn't hit all that hard, and Bichette makes it look easy over at short. Here is Matt Carpenter over here to face Roberto Osuna. We get him with a slurve to chase inside. That ball has so much movement, it's incredible. Right here we get him with a changeup. I believe that was low and away. And here we're going with the big fastball by Roberto Osuna. He hits it hard, but Roberto Alomar, or I'm sorry, that was actually Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette makes another terrific play. He has been hot with the bat and the defense there. He had that shift. I was a bit mixed up with him and Alomar. So right here, my opponent does get another good hit down the line. Just as he did early in the game, Biggio's going to get into the cutoff. He had a man in scoring position with 2 outs. And here my opponent hits it hard into right field. He holds up at third because Bautista has a cannon. He would have been out by a mile if he went. Right here we're facing Jason Kendall. 2 men on and 2 out. Tough situation for Osuna. We get Kendall to pop up to first base, and Edwin Encarnacion is going to make the play. We do a walk away with a 3-1 win. Very good game. GG's to my opponent. It was a pretty close game, 2-run difference. And Clay Buchholz, he gets the player of the game, 6 strikeouts, 1 run, and 5 hits in 6 innings of work. The bronze pitcher gets player of the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I would appreciate it. My next video will be Team the Goon Squad, almost all 99 overall, so look out for that. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.